Good morning, everyone. This is the Quail Homestead here today. Today we're going to be talking about deep bedding and what's the benefits of deep bedding and everything else. So, the benefit of deep bedding to me is it's cleaner, doesn't smell whatsoever, and I can 100% guarantee it doesn't smell if you do it right. Chickens always have something to scratch up. They always have something to play. And good bacteria grows, and it promotes good bacteria to grow. And in the winter, your chickens will love you for it because it gives them something to do. In our winters, it gets full of snow and ice, and they can't go outside and scratch up. So they get here, they get to enjoy and scratch up all this. Also, it just keeps everything dry, so that really helps your chickens' feathers and such stay clean. Because I really don't like when our chickens are all dirty, and it's not really good for them. I like when they're nice and clean and healthy. As you can hear our rooster over here. So yeah, it just keeps it clean, promotes good bacteria to grow, and it takes roughly 6 months. Then you can clean it, but you always have to be putting every 2 to 3 weeks. Put a fresh layer of sawdust or hay, whatever way you do it, hay down, and you clean it. You don't clean it, you put fresh sawdust down on top of the dirty one and layer it over layer over layer, and the chickens will scratch that up, flip it, scratch it, flip it, and keep doing it over and over again. And it keeps it dry, and it keeps the smell down, and it gives the chickens something to do. And then after about 6 months to a year, you can clean it, put it in your garden, and it'll help your garden grow due to pretty much all the chicken poop in there. It promotes good growth to the vegetables, and it's good manure for the garden, and it'll help your vegetables grow. I've done it for a couple years now. It works out very well. Helps the garden grow, and you guys should give it a try. It'll work. In my opinion, it'll work very well. And give it 6 months, put it in your garden, turn it in your garden, and it'll be great. We also do a little bit of a different style of chicken boxes. So we don't put our chicken boxes too low to the ground. We like to keep ours high up where the chickens get to stay by themselves. Our Lavender Orpington laid that egg. Small little egg. And then there's our Buff Orpington. She's laying her egg. These chickens are amazing for laying eggs. You don't have to use wood shavings for deep bedding. You can use hay. You can use hay, peat moss. Really, what you have, you can use it. It works. We use wood shavings because it's really cheap. For us, it's like $4 a bag, and it's about 2 bags gives enough for in here. So it works out for us, and it lasts a long time. And that's just what I prefer to use. And the chickens really like it too. So, and to me, it's better than hay because it doesn't clump up and it doesn't become really hard. It always stays like flaky like this. It always stays flaky like that. So I prefer it that way. And so by staying flaky, it stays dry, and that's better to me for it to stay dry because I don't really like having a wet shed and having the chickens all soaking wet. And as you can see, they're all relaxing inside because it's too hot outside today. Our water is working very well. There's our water. There's the nipples. You just touch that. This always has a lid on it. I just took it off for you guys to see the inside, but that always has a lid on it. Always got to keep your lids on pails of water. Chickens are curious. They will jump in and they can drown, and you don't want your chickens to drown. That's the last thing you want, is to lose your chickens. So keep a lid on it. Just make sure it stays on. And you don't want your chickens to poop in the water because that can cause them to get sick. Another thing is when you're doing deep bedding, start off with 2 inches roughly. Let them poop on that, mix it up, put another 2 inches, and keep increasing from there over time. Like that, it becomes deep. It becomes a very deep bedding, and the chickens will love you for it. Or really any bird will like you for it. Our chickens don't just stay in here. They have the deep bedding to play around with, but since it's summer, they also have to go outside there, or they get to roam around outside and enjoy. That's what our chickens get to do all day. And then once, you guys saw in the other video, once our turkeys get old enough, they will be joining the chickens. They will be going outside. They will be walking around, grazing, getting the ticks, getting the bugs, because there's a lot of ticks in our area and it really, really sucks. So these guys been helping a lot with with ticks. So I'm gonna keep letting them out every day, free ranging, doing what they gotta do to get those bugs. This is our big boy, a Rhode Island Red. And this is one of our Colombian Rocks. And there's one of our Rhode Island Reds. And they just love it in here and love the deep bedding and love scratching it up. Okay, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments on deep bedding or any questions like that, let me know. I'll answer them for you. We put it in our garden every 6 months to a year. We'll go put it in our garden, mix it up in our garden. It creates good fertilizer for the garden because of the chicken poop. So it's useful. Nothing goes to waste. Everything has a purpose. So it works out. Ends up saving us money. We don't have to buy manure to put in our garden or anything like that. So it's a good thing. Chickens eat the food. Chickens poop. We take the poop. We put it in the garden. Helps the growth of vegetables. We get vegetables off of it, and then we get eggs as well. So it ends up working out for everybody, and the chickens get to have a little more fun. So hope everybody enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Have a good one, everyone.